I remember a day where I was drawing, I was doing so many different hobbies, so many different activities, and I just felt tired. I just felt exhausted. I did not feel like drawing. I did not feeling doing anything. My energy was down. It was below in the depths. I did not feel like doing anything at all. So as you can see in this art that I made, I basically had a burnout. And it was mainly mental, right? For me, it was mental. My battery was essentially low. I was feeling down. It was as if I had no energy. Now, my mother did not know that I had this burnout. I don't tell my issues to my family, so my mother did not know I had this burnout. But she wanted me to come outside with her to buy some groceries. I, of course, did not want to come at all. I resisted and resisted and resisted, but then I forced myself to come out. I wished, I strongly wished that I would not go outside, but I forced myself with every fiber of my being. I forced myself to go out. And so I went outside, bought some groceries. So while I was in the supermarket helping out my mother, we separated for a bit, right? I had to check out whatever the items were there. And there was this one girl, okay? She was very short and she wanted help with an item. So then I thought, okay, why not? So because I'm very tall, I'm like 6 foot. So I grabbed the grocery on top, gave it to her. And when she saw that, she was ecstatic. She smiled and said thank you. And then she went off. And that one moment, that one tiny moment actually made my day. I was feeling happy. All of a sudden, my burnout just completely disappeared, gone, vaporized from the earth. I was feeling happy, I was feeling energetic, and I felt motivated to do all sorts of things, to do art, to do all the activities that I wanted to do. So I went into my home, and because of that boost, I was able to do the things that I wanted to do. I was able to draw again. And this was all because not because some cute girl smiled at me, but it's because I went out. Because I took a break. See, we artists, you and me, our art gallery is filled to the brim with so many of art pieces. We have hundreds, if not thousands, of drawings at our disposal, at our arsenal. And this shows our determination. It shows our vigor, our passion, our courage, our strength. But we do need to take a break every now and then because we are so determined, because we are so energetic. That energy will run out fast and we will need to take a break. We will need to take a rest. Think of it like this. Imagine you're somebody who goes to gym for 4 or 6 days a week. Why don't people lift and exercise 7 days a week? Because their muscles will get fatigued because they won't have time for recovery. That's the same exact thing that's happening here. Instead, it's more so mental rather than physical. Our mental health is very important and carries us throughout the day. I've preached many times in my videos about how important mindset is when it comes to art, when it comes to art, how important your mental health is when you come to art. If your belief is that you cannot become a good artist, that you'll never reach your full potential, you'll never be able to draw the things that you want to draw, then you will exude that energy and you will show that energy through your drawings. That is how it works. Our mental health, our mindset, our mental health defines our day-to-day actions. So take a break if you're feeling tired from art. Go outside, take a walk, help your parents out, do whatever, and come back when you're feeling well. Because you draw best when your mental health is good. Now we're done with all the mindset stuff. It's time to get into the practical shit. So, what we have first is anti aliasing. Anti aliasing is basically a technique where you can blend, where you can like make your objects look smooth and transition better into the background. It also gives this blur like effect, as you can see with the text. If you see from afar, the text will look like, it's a bit blurry. We're going to do the exact same thing with our character over here. So first we need a color for the in order to do anti-aliasing. So first is the outline. So we need a color that's in between the outline, which is like darkish purple, and the background. So take the color of the outline, go to your color picker here, and you reduce the opacity to 50%. Now add the color like this. Don't add it on like every single corner, just add it like a few, like over here. Now you can also do the same for the skin of the character and the outline. So you're basically going to pick a color which is between darkish purple and green. So once again, take the color of the outline, reduce the opacity, 50, and just add the colors like this. Once again, not in every single corner. Otherwise, it'll look too messy. And there we go. We have anti-aliasing, and as you can see, our character looks a bit more blurry, looks a bit more smooth. And fair warning, it is not necessary to do anti-aliasing, but it is something that can enhance. It's basically just a tool that you can use to enhance your pixel art. It's not necessary. It is not a necessary skill that you must learn, but it's something that can certainly help you in your art journey. So now the last thing I want to teach you is 3D. How to make 3D words. Now this is something I already did in my previous video, but what I did back there was just the tip of the iceberg. I'm going to show you how you can make your 3D words look better. So first off, we're going to make a letter, right? Let's put my name, right? So now pick a dark color, right? There we go. Now it's 3D, but let's also add a little bit of a highlight. So now we can add some highlights. Take this color and it is feeling like this. And there we go. We have a 3D shiny title in pixel art. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you found this helpful, I have something special for you. Imagine a community full of people like you. People who are creators, innovators, people who have artistic mindset, people who are hungry to become a bigger and better pixel artist. If you want a place like that, then look no further than the Pixel Army. The Pixel Army is a place where we push each other and force each other to become bigger and better artists. The link to the Pixel Army is in the description below. Join and become a Pixel Soldier today. I hope you enjoyed this video. My name is Ethan. I'm a Pixel artist who started Pixel journey over a year ago. I made channel share my experiences and lessons to those into pixel art just like you. I have a great day, brother, and I'll see you next video. Peace.